My name is Ojo Isaac. I'm the manager of Presta Royal Concept. Presta Royal Concept is an accounting software company located in Ikeja, Lagos. In this video, we are going to look at how to receive goods into store, how to receive inventory into store, how to receive inventory into store. Let's check our case study. This is the case study, receiving of purchases. This is what we are talking about, receiving of purchases. On the 5th of January 2020, the store manager received all products from Johnson K with invoice number JKR 00344. So what we are going to do is to enter this transaction into the QuickBooks. How do we do it? You remember Johnson K supply goods to us, and when the time is done for him to supply the goods, the physical goods to the store, he and his driver will come to the company premises to supply and notify the security. The security man will now also notify the purchasing manager. Purchasing manager will notify the receiving department or the user department or the store manager. All of them will come and check the goods properly. If it is accepted, they will be counted and recorded into their own books, that is the store ledger and the bin card in store. All this will be recorded properly by the store manager and also the purchasing manager in their respective books. So the store manager or the store officer will also record it in QuickBooks. This is how it's to be done. He will click on vendor menu from the display. He will click on receive item and enter bill. Why are we using this? We are using this because we already know the quantity that the goods that the supplier is supplying, and you already know the amount, that is the bill. You already know the bill. In the case you do not know the bill and you are just receiving on behalf of the organization, we do not know how much have been discussed between the purchasing manager or the MD and the supplier, you will use receive items. Then after you have received the item, when the discussion finally agreed and price is done, and the price of each goods that you received here is known, you will come to this window again and use enter bills for received items. That is to say, those items that you have received before, they don't have any bill, they don't have any cost, they don't have any price. So when you click here, all the items will come up without prices. So you now enter the agreed price on them. So that is what is meant for this on this very one. So for the purpose of this training, we are going to use receive item and enter bill because we already know much about the bill. Click on it. So who is this particular vendor? Johnson K. Look for Johnson K. This is Johnson K. Click on Johnson K. Then when I click on Johnson K, a pop-up information notification will come up. Say open purchase order exists for this vendor. Do you want to receive against one or more of these orders? I will say yes, because I already know there's an order that I want to receive. So this will now lead us to open purchase orders. Then I will select from here, I will click, I will mark it good so that the software will be notified that I want to receive this very particular order number 002. I want to receive order 002. There may be other numbers. There may be 004, 006, 007 listed down. But the one I want to receive is the one I will click on at this particular time. So click on OK. If I click on OK, all the others previously listed will appear because I have already entered all the products inside the purchase orders. So these are the all what we are seeing here: the items, the description, and the quantity, and the cost price are all the information that we have written and we have done before on purchase orders. So this is the accounting document now. I want to convert the purchase order to accounting document. So if I receive it here now, the total amount that I receive here, which is this one, which is amount due, will now be the total amount that the company is going to pay. So what do? Let's start. I'll show you now. So what I will do, I will enter the date. What is the date of this particular receiving item or received item? 50. So for the purpose of this training, from now onward, we are going to be using this month, which is July 2023, so that when we are checking our report, when we are spooling our report, when we are starting our report, all the reports will be in 1 month or the current month. So I will change this month to July 5th. Okay, I'm on July 5th now. Then the reference number JKL, I will go to, let me check the reference number again, JKL 03444. JKL 03444. So I will enter it here, JK 03444. So that is it. Then this is the amount due. Then bill date. That is today. We are billing the date we are billing and the due. This today's bill, the date, and the bill due date is when? Said 15. Well, if it's on 15, it means that is what we agreed on. But if it's not, I can easily change it to 22. That is when the amount will be paid to the vendor who supplied the goods. Okay? After that, we'll now come to the quantity. We check the quantity against the invoice of this particular vendor. We check the quantity on the invoice of this vendor. Is it 100 Acer desktop? If it's 100, we go ahead. We'll allow it to go. We check the HP desktop. How many? 120? 120 in here. We check the LC DVD. How many? 1,000 here. Then we check the Sony CD. We check it again. How many? 1,000 here. So all of them must be checked properly. The goods actually received, the number that is actually received is what you enter on this quantity column. So if peradventure you have counted Acer desktop and Acer desktop supplied is 90 instead of 100, you enter 90 here, 90. You can see the amount has reduced here. Okay, here instead of 120 and 100 is supplied, you enter 100 here. The amount is will continue to reduce. But on no account will you now use quantity that is higher than this. For instance, if 1,005 is the quantity on the order, and you now receive a receipt DVD 2,000, it means there's a difference of 500. Please do not enter 2,000 here because it will not align. But you are expected to issue a different PO for that extra 500 because it will distort your reports. So I will say that you will check all and make sure that the goods and the quantity actually received is what you are going to enter here. Please do not make that mistake. When you have checked properly, then you can now post. Okay, let's return it to the proper the normal figure that was there before, which is 1002, and this is 100. So this is 100. Okay, so after that you can now click and save new, or click and save and close. So in this case, let me save and new. So it's asking me, why can't I use class? No, I don't want to use class here because I didn't define class for that. So this is how to post receiving purchases from vendors. The second vendor, we can also post the second vendor in that manner, in the like manner. Okay, so let's go to the case study again. On the 6th of January, here, as I told you, I'm going to use on the 6th of July. The store manager received all the products from Mandela Laptops with invoice number ML098555. So we go to QuickBooks. Go to QuickBooks again. Mandela Laptops. Select Mandela Laptop. Asking, there's a purchase order, open purchase order. I will say yes. Go ahead. Then I will now mark this very purchase order at the front here. Mark it here to indicate that I want to receive it. Then I click OK. Then the date, July 5th, will be used. Let's check that date again. 6th, July 6th. So we use July 6th, and the reference number of this document is ML098555. ML098555. Okay, so that is the reference number there. The due date, well, you can still leave it at that. That is on the 16th. All right, or if it is 1 month, you are free to do so, to select it to 1 month. So these are the figures now. So all the products was supplied. 100 was supplied for Dell, 120 was supplied for Compaq, 100 was supplied for Mercury laptop. So all were supplied. So the next thing you do is to click on save and close. And click on save anyway. So this is how to post receive inventories or receive purchases. Received purchases from vendors. Thank you.